So we always talk about cancel culture on the show, and we've got a couple of stories about cancel culture and its effect on people. So up first, Kathy Griffin. She revealed yesterday that she's been diagnosed with lung cancer, and now we've learned that the surgery to remove part of her left lung went well and she's recovering. Kathy is also opening up about a suicide attempt in 2020 and a crippling pain pill addiction. Here's what she's told ABC's Nightline about it.
The detox was nasty. I mean, it was months. I mean, the tremors were like this, and the flop sweat, and I was so unsteady. Like, when I would brush my teeth, my husband had to hold my hips so I wouldn't fall over. Yeah, it was crazy.
You were in deep.
Bad detox, bad detox.
And Kathy says she developed the addiction to cope with the backlash she got for a 2017 photo shoot she did with a bloody mask that looked like Donald Trump. You guys remember that mask. In fact, we asked her about it on this show. I said, you know, I'm a huge fan of yours, Kathy, but I thought you holding up the bloody mask was a bit too far. She said, get over it. So for her, she never really apologized. I think she did initially, and then she kind of used it for her comedy tour. Michael Dean, our producer, and I went to her comedy tour. She came out with like all the backlash and the headlines and the bloody mask. So she did lean into it, but clearly it did affect her. Even if she leaned into it, it affected her. What do you think about her now, and should she be forgiven?
Well, that's kind of the artist that she is, right? She was kind of pushing the limits before. I don't want to speak on comedians, but that's who she was basically before this whole debacle. You need to be canceled for the rest of your life because of your artistic choices. I'm not saying it was the right choice, but there needs to be a road for redemption. And I almost repeat myself daily on here. But this is the other side of cancel culture, right? The drug addiction, the attempted suicide. People don't put those two together. They say, because you said one word 4, 5, 10, 20 years ago, your life should be canceled. With that, could mean I lose my family, I lose my job, I lose the way to support everyone. I'm going to kill myself because I'm so embarrassed of what people think I've become. They don't put that in there when they say, hey, go kill yourself, loser, on the internet. That's not part of what we talk about. This is the other side of cancel culture, and it's becoming, we're doing more and more stories because of it, and it is what it is right now, and I'm disgusted by it, because I think everyone, no matter what they do, needs a road for redemption. You know,
do you
outliers.
think she's going to get that road to redemption? Has she gotten that road to redemption? Who gets it?
I think her comeback story is being actively written. The thing about Kathy Griffin and what she did is sometimes it's difficult to be yourself, but that was very on brand for her. Some people completely felt like it wasn't over the line, where some people lost sleep at night apparently over it. So for her to come and be so honest about what she went through, also knowing that she's going to be criticized for it, to me spells out a person who is at least at a point in their lives where they're really auditing their choices and where they are, and she's able to put herself out there in that way without feeling like that might end her life because of mental health issues. So I do think that she is on a path to a comeback.
Al, before you chime in, here's a question that I want you to really think about. Because I feel like when she goes on a Nightline, right, she's telling her story. Do you think the average person sitting back going, oh my gosh, to Jeff's point, this is somebody that, you know, I never thought would want to kill themselves or turn to pills because of the backlash. She also lost her mother in a very horrific way to Alzheimer's, who was her best friend. Do you think by hearing the other side, to Jeff's point, that we often overlook, that people will have empathy?
No.
Or no?
No. I think people...
Really?
No, I don't think so. I think where we are, especially when you start talking about coming after people's politics, air quotes, they're looking at that as their identity. So they see the person that went after their president that they like or their president that they don't like, and they've already made their mind up, and they're not coming back.
I disagree with you. You don't think someone sitting there hearing all this, it'll give them more nuance?
Absolutely not. I think it'll make it worse. And if you look at it, when people in politics or whoever they may be, the people that stand their ground and double down, that strategy unfortunately works. Being contrite and kind of apologizing and then trying to lean in, that doesn't work. If you look at whatever you think about him, Donald Trump said it. If you have pushback, you dig in, you double down, you talk to your base again, you say, see, they're coming after me, you make a martyr of yourself, and they get stronger with it. But if Donald Trump had, after he called McCain not a war hero, or the Access Hollywood tape, if he'd been like, I shouldn't have done that, I'm sorry, locker room talk, it would have been over for him. But he stuck to his guns, and that works, and we see what happens when people flip-flop.
That's crazy.
People don't respect it.